It's been a while, so I had to kick out the New Year's, kick in the New Year's, giving you guys a new video. I'm gonna drop videos less frequent than I did before, so you may want to hit the bell and see if I, update. But I'm gonna probably do either one video a year or probably like a video every quarter, because I don't want to be redundant. But sometimes I'm on the internet and I'm watching, and I get tired of people getting misinformation. So since I got tired of hearing people give you the wrong information, I want to give you the correct information. So I got to start out with the fragrance I'm wearing today, which is Creed Royal Oud. And then we can kind of get into it. Because I hear this regurgitated lie over and over and over that the birth certificate is a bond. And the people don't understand. This is why I did the video settlement certificates. Now, I've went through a lot of videos to tell you, and in this video, I'm not going to go over the statute of mortmain and why everything is put into a trust. But your birth certificate is not a bond. It is a trust certificate. Okay? And I'll show you a picture of what a trust certificate looks like, and it is placed on bond paper. So here's the elements of a trust. The usual elements of a trust are intent to create a trust, a specific trust, res, or property, designation of parties, settlor, trustee, beneficiary, and a valid trust purpose, intent. Okay? So your birth certificate is not a bond because it is not a financial instrument. Now, can your birth certificate be backed by financial instruments? Yes, they can. Yes, it can. But those are not your instruments because the birth certificate is not a contract. It is a settlement certificate. This is exactly why I read that to you. That's why when you get a driver's license, not a driver's license, that's why when you get a passport, you need your birth certificate. If you need more reference, please go back to my video where I read that settlement certificates. Okay, bonds have three major components: face value, also called par value, a coupon rate, and a stated maturity date. Is that on your birth certificate? No, it is not. So when you get a death certificate, the death certificate, it collapses the trust. Now, this is just a thing I had to get out of the way because I get tired of people telling you all this BS. And we're going to get to some stuff on this. And then I'll take a little time because I want to go into this. Because I keep telling people, you have to pay attention to the people you listen to, and you actually have to do your own research and due diligence. So one thing I'm going to talk about, because there's a lot of people telling y'all to do UCC ones or your birth certificate and all this secure party creditor garbage. Let me explain to y'all one thing. You already have a UCC one. You're just not under it. And the problem is most people who are telling you to file UCC ones don't know the difference between UCC ones and non-ag liens. Most of these people don't even know what farm property is. So I'm not trying to act like a dick, but I'm just telling you the truth. Okay, your UCC 1 is the 10th Amendment. Let's read the 10th Amendment. The powers not delegated. Now, the term delegated means that somebody in authority would have to give delegation to someone. Okay, the powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. Now, let me read that again. The powers not delegated to the United States. That's already telling you the United States are in a lower position by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. This is the same as a UCC 1 or a non-ag lien. This is a reservation of rights. This is already built into the Constitution, which is already built into your state constitution. Okay? So when you're using the UCC 1, that's just showing that there's a financial interest into property. It is not a bulletproof thing, and it does not make you a secure party creditor. It gives you a secure interest into property or a thing. But, and my computer locked up. I knew it would. What the heck? Give me a moment. All right, now we're back. Because I had the Bluetooth setting on my computer, so sometimes the speakers are disconnect because I'm using Bose speakers. But anywho, what I really wanted to do is to get into this and clarify some of these things, like the secure party creditor stuff. You're already a secure party creditor, and you already have a proprietary interest in all securities you create. You just don't know how to be a creditor. Okay. Somebody asked me to rescind, and I actually was going to do a video before this, and the video I did and I finished had way too much information, so I may chop it up and put it back on the internet. But the reason why people are having such hell is because you're not understanding these things that I'm giving you, which are the basic nuances that you need to understand to be able to settle your debts. Okay, you are considered, once you have your birth certificate registered to this state, the moment that you get a social security number, the moment you file a 1040 or 1099 on that social security number, you now become a corporation. Okay? So you have to understand that when you file a 1040 or 1099, you're now in business. Now, what you're listed as, or what you're actually treated as, is a sole proprietor. If people don't understand, I've already told you this multiple times, that you are a sole proprietor. That means you have the highest interest, the highest claim on all securities of everything you create. So a sole proprietor is the simplest and most common structure chosen to start a business. It is an unincorporated business owned and run by one individual with no distinction between business and you. Doesn't that sound familiar? When you go into court, when you do everything, aren't you liable for the debt? Of course you are, because you're the sole proprietor. The owner, you are entitled to all profits and are responsible for your business debts, losses, and liabilities. I guarantee you ain't nobody telling you this on the internet. This is why you guys are having hell. It ain't nothing about no damn UCC1. It's because you don't know how to set off your debts. Forming a sole proprietorship, you do not have to take any formal action. What? You do not have to take any formal action. This is them. This is the IRS's website. I'm not making this shit up. When I told you that you're already a sole proprietor, that's why you're having hell. I've already said this like in 5 videos. And you got all these people coming up with all this chicken fried remedy shit, and you have to just know the basics of everything. Then you will get your remedy. Stop being distracted and start getting to the point. How did I get this social security number? What does it do for me? Your social security number is a CPN. It is a credit profile number. Are CPNs illegal? No, they're not. But if you conduct fraud with a CPN, then it's illegal. I'm not going to get into how to do CPNs on here, which I do know how to do, but I'm not getting into that. So as long as you are the only owner, the status automatically comes from your business activities. Now, one thing I want you to do in your spare time is to look up what business is. Business is everything. So business is being in a relationship with a woman. Business is having a child. Business is anything you're doing is business. That's why it all falls under commerce. Okay. In fact, you may already own one without knowing. Hold up. Let me go back on that. Okay. I'm going to read this over again. See, when you start reading stuff and stop getting into speculative stuff, and you can figure out the nexus of everything and you know your next move. That's what I try to do on this channel for you. As long as you are the only owner, the status automatically comes from your business activities. In fact, you may already own one without knowing it. How the hell you gonna own a business without knowing it? Because they set you up with a business at birth. That's the trust name. That's the ens legis or the ens legis. If you are a freelance writer, for example, you are a sole proprietor. But like all businesses, you need to obtain the necessary license and permits. What? Don't you have to have a driver's license? Don't you have to register your car? Regulations vary by industry, state, and locality. Using license and permits To find listing of federal, state, and local permits and license registration, you need to run a business because you're already running a business. If you choose to operate under a different name than your own, you will not have to file a fictitious name. So let me tell you something. People have told people to register your name to the state as a corporation. And then I got into an argument about this, and I told the dude, you're already registered under the state as a corporation. Duh. You just need to learn how to set off your debts. And it's all in your state statutes. You guys need to just start reading your state statutes, because I know how to set off every debt in my state. So also known as assumed name, you need to learn how to set off debts on a state or federal level. Also known as an assumed name, trade name, or DBA name, short for doing business as. You must choose an original name. It cannot be already claimed by another business. So now here we're getting to the meat and potatoes. Because you and your business are one and the same, the business itself is not taxed separately. The sole proprietorship income is your income. You report income and or losses and expenses with a Schedule C and the standard form 1040. The bottom line amount from the Schedule C transfers to your personal tax return. It's your responsibility to withhold and pay all income taxes, including self-employment and estimated taxes. You find more information about sole proprietorship and taxes on irs.gov, as I said. Now, here's the beauty of being the sole proprietor. You have a proprietary interest into all securities, okay? These corporations don't want you to know that. So if I'm going to be treated as a business, then I want to be able to write off all my expenses as a business. And that's exactly what I do. Okay? So all these people don't know this. It's crazy that they don't know. That's why you're catching hell. Or maybe they do know and they just want to keep you blind and make you keep paying them or listening to them. This is the crux of everything you go through. The fact that you're listed as a sole proprietor business or a corporation. And this is why you pay state and federal taxes. Because you're registered to the state. I don't pay state taxes. So I only paid federal taxes just to get my federal taxes because I had a lot of money waiting for me. But I don't pay state taxes. But people just need to learn. Okay? So I wanted to do this video to show you this because a lot of people are getting this misconstrued. And if you have a social security number, you can also get a EIN number and do business in your EIN number too. So just in case, you want to hide your money for child support or something like that, then now you know what you can do. But I just wanted to give y'all this information because I get tired of a lot of people giving y'all misinformation and having y'all doing all these chicken fried ass remedies instead of dealing with the crux of everything. You could say you're not driving for hire, but it doesn't matter. That's why the police pull you over. It's your status because you're a United States citizen. This is why the police pull you over and give you traffic tickets. But I've already explained that, that the motor vehicle code is under Title 49. So I already explained that stuff. But I wanted to do this video and I hope, everybody is doing well and getting their money on. But this shows you how to set up a business in your own government name. You see what I'm saying? What I just did in this video shows you how to set up a business in your own government name, doing what you're doing. Why not take advantage of getting a business credit, being the personal guarantee or guarantor, whatever, and having business and personal credit? You can loan, you can loan your own self money. You don't got to walk into a bank no more. But now you have this information. I'm out.